Welcome everybody to When the Right One Comes. This is Greg Davis. I want to thank all of you for joining me for these just personal times just to share with you. If you would do me a favor, subscribe to the YouTube channel by liking it. First of all, like it. That's the thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. And subscribe to When the Right One Comes with Bishop Greg Davis. And doing this on a regular basis. I spent so much time on Instagram building that, and now I'm going to share more with you on YouTube and my other platforms. Thank you for joining me. I want to remind you that there is a way you can contact me at Greg Davis Show at gmail.com. Greg Davis Show at gmail.com. If you would like to set up one-on-one coaching with me, you can do so. Also, there is a new hat, and I don't have it on today, but there's a new hat that you can order, and that is my Go With God hat. Some of you have seen it, and you can order that at gregdavisshow.com. That is gregdavisshow.com, and we'll tell you more about that. Thank you all so much for joining When the Right One Comes today. And I see all of you coming in. I want to talk about today, because y'all ask me this question all the time. And the question that you ask me is, how do I know I have the one? How do I know I have the one or the right one? And of course, the first thing that you got to do before you get the one is that you have to prepare and position yourself, and you have to become the one. You have to become the one. You have to become the one. And so you can't get the one until you become the one. But let me give you five um, five signs you found the right one. Five signs that you found the right one. In case you didn't know, all four of my books, Do's and Don'ts of Dating, the book and workbook, you can read the book, and there's so many times you don't get the second date because there are things that you have to do. Dating is strategic. And there's a book, you can read it, and there's a workbook that you can chronicle your dates, take notes, write in the book, and then preparing and positioning for the right one, and the compatibility factor. And they're all $75. All of them are $75. You go to gregdavisshow.com. All four books for $75. They're really $90. So you go to gregdavisshow.com, and you can get all four of those books. So I want to give you these five signs that he is the one. Five signs that he is the one. Five signs. Number one is you feel safe with him, or you feel safe with them. You feel safe with them. And I'm not just talking about security safe. I'm talking about, ladies, you feel like, wow, I'm not worried about him I'm not worried about him doing anything crazy or weird. I'm not weirded out. I feel like I can just rest around him. I can be at, here we go. I can be at peace. You know how uh, how how you be around some people and you don't feel that security. Security not in somebody is going to harm you, but secure with that person. Yeah, secure with that person. Um, yeah, you feel secure with that person that you can watch this. You can be yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You 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 trust them when you feel safe. When you feel safe with somebody, then you trust them. You trust them to make decisions, not just food decisions, but you trust them with your heart. When you trust somebody, you trust them with your heart and your feelings, and you know that they're not going to take advantage. Yeah, you know that they're not going to take advantage, um, because somebody you trust, they don't take advantage of you. They don't take advantage knowing that you love them and you care for them. So when they're the one, you feel safe with them. Who am I talking to? Um, and you let them, um, you let them lead, um, because you feel safe with them, a feeling of security, um, a feeling that they're not going to misuse you or take that security that they feel and here's the word, take advantage of you feeling safe with them. Yeah. When you know that they are the right one, you feel safe with them. That's number one. Number two, you could have just left them. You could have been with them all day long. But number two, when they are the right one, you have been with somebody and you glad to see them come and glad to see them go, and you just don't know how to get out of it. So number two, the reason why you know they're the one, you hate being away from them. You hate being away from them. You're at work and you're thinking about them. You can't wait to get off work to see him. You can't even sleep at night. Invite and share, y'all. You can't even go to sleep at night because you're thinking about when you're going to see him the next day. You you hate being away from them. You think about them. They're on your mind. You almost went back to that um, old childhood love. You embarrassed because you want to fall asleep with them on the phone because they're the right one. And you know what else? The feelings are mutual. You both have this intrinsic feeling of I can't wait to see you again because you like the way they make you feel. You feel empty and lost without them. It's not like the other relationship. Boy, man, when is this dinner gonna be over with? When is this date gonna be over with? You want it to last. Make it last forever and ever. Huh? It's like them butterflies because they're the right one. Y'all ask me this all the time. How do I know if this is the one? Well, I'm telling you, you feel safe. They ain't got to be holy, but you still feel safe. Number two, you hate being away from them. You think about them. You daydreaming and thinking of you. I'm dating myself because you are comfortable with them. They love on you. They respect you. You like the same things. You want to do the same stuff, so you want to be around them. Even if it's just being in their presence, just if it's being in their presence, not even talking. Let me tell you something. Some of the best times that you can have with somebody that is the right one, when you're not saying anything, you're in the same room, they're doing their thing, you're doing your thing. It's just being in their presence. If you don't feel that way about the person you're with, then it may not be the right one. I want to remind you um, to make sure that you get the new trucker hat. The new trucker hat. Um, Go with God. You can go on my website, order your Go with God trucker hat at gregdavidshow.com. gregdavidshow.com. And if you have not joined the e-blast list, go to gregdavidshow.com and join the blast so that you can be the first to know what I'm doing. COVID is over, and although it's still around, but you know the epidemic. So I'm going to be doing events, be moving around. So make sure you join the mailing. All right. Welcome again to when the right one. When the right one comes, I need you to subscribe to the YouTube channel that you're watching me on right now. I need you to like this video. All right, like this video and tell somebody to subscribe. Um, there's plenty of content here. All right. We're going to tell you how you can donate too to help me do what I do. Just $23 a month to help me do what I do. I'll tell you more about that. So we're talking about 5 signs that you found the right one. 5 signs that you found the right one. Number one, you feel safe with them. They are a safe place. Number two, you hate being away from them. But number three, I did a teaching on this also, and it's coming up. So you need to get this teaching, and that is the relationship is healthy. It's healthy. It's healthy for you. It's healthy to you. It's like taking vitamins. It energizes you. There's good energy. There are good vibes. You like being around each other. They respect you always, not just in good times, but they respect you when you don't agree. They respect you when you don't agree. Because respect is not just about when we agree with one another. Respect is when we even don't agree with one another and you still respect me. Respect is everything. I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't care how handsome he is. If they don't respect you, they start looking ugly. They're not as attractive. They're not as attractive because they don't look good to you, because they disrespect you. Don't be with anybody that can't respect you and talk to you right and handle you right. The relationship is healthy. Both parties, the relationship is healthy. The relationship. The relationship is healthy. How do you know a good, healthy relationship? Because the person is talking about the future with you. They're not living in the past of their bad relationship. They're healthy. The relationship is progressing. Things that are healthy progress. A healthy relationship. We're talking about how do you know they're the right one. Number 4, they don't pull you away from God. They don't pull you away from being sent. One of my favorite movies is Eat, Pray, and Love. She went to uh, Rome to learn how to enjoy life. That's the eat part. You know, Americans eat fast, but those in Italy, they eat slow. It's a time of enjoyment. It's a time of fellowship. Then she went to, I think it was India, um, and she learned how to pray. She learned how to be centered. Now, I don't. I'm a Christian. All right. There's some of you that watch me that are not Christians, but you ought to have a spiritual consciousness and awareness. I pray that you do know God, you do know Jesus, but are you centered? Do you spend time in meditation and prayer? A person that's the right one, they won't take you away from that. Now, ladies, let me tell you this. A man may not go to church as much as you, but it don't mean he don't love God as much as you. Did you hear what I just said? A man may not, it don't mean that he's not a man of God. How many times you go to church? It's about relationship. I was talking to my sister, and my sister in love from marriage. Um, she said to me, said the guy that she was dealing with, uh, that he, she was praying, and he told her, "Can you stop all that noise?" What is it? Can you stop all that noise? Hey, bro, do you know the reason why that maybe our house is blessed because of this noise that I'm making? Uh, uh, um, 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 who a, a it could be because of that prayer that the house is blessed and you're blessed. A real man that's the right one, he don't have a problem with you praying. Can you stop that noise? And some women fall for it. Y'all stop going to church. You know, when you get the man, before you get the man, you in church every Sunday because you lonely. But then when you get the man, you sitting on the front row before you get him, but now you on the fifth row. Then you on the back row. Then you ain't on no row because You think that hey, put this in the comments. You can have God and the man, because the man should be the man of God. I didn't say a preacher. I'm not talking about a preacher. We're all men of God and women of God. It's not how much you go to church. Does he have a spiritual relationship? Does he have a relationship with God? Are y'all hearing me? So, number one, you feel safe with them if they're the right one. You have a sense of security. You have a sense of peace. All right. Number two, you hate being away from them. If they're the right one, you want to spend every moment you have free. You want to spend the rest of your life with them. But that don't mean that you lose you. It don't mean that you lose you because you got them, because the right man will tell you to continue doing what you do. It's about us. It's about team. The relationship is healthy. Number three, the relationship is 5 signs you found the right one. The relationship is healthy. It's healthy. It comes from a healthy place. All right. And number 4, they don't pull you away from God. They don't pull you away from God. They don't pull you away from God. You're watching When the Right One Comes. I got one more for you. Don't forget to order your trucker hat, your new Go With God trucker hat. You can tell people, you can bless them and tell them go with God. You can blast them and tell them go with God. All right, go to the website, gregdavidshow.com. Sign up for the mailer, e-blast, sign up for it. And if you would like to give a donation to help me do all that I do, of any amount, but specifically, I need 200 people that would give $23 a month. Will you be a part of the 200 club that would give $23 a month? 23. Some of you may want to do that, but if 200 of you give $23 a month, it'll help take care of the staff and the expansion and the things that I want to do. The giving information is there. Take a picture of it. $23 a month donation. $ Greg Davis 10. PayPal, contact Greg Davis at gmail.com. Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries. Zelle, Greg Davis Show at gmail.com. Venmo, Greg Davis 1. All right. I'll put that up again before we leave. $23. So we're talking about 5 signs. I need you to subscribe to this channel. All right. 5 signs that they are the one. 5 signs. Number 1, you feel safe with them. Number 2, you hate being away from them. Number 3, the relationship is healthy. Number 4, they don't pull away from God. And finally, number 5, life no longer makes sense without them. I often say, when somebody says, I don't know if I want to be with them, I ask them this question, and I want to ask you this question. Could you see yourself living without them? That's not being weird. Could you see yourself living without them? Huh? Can you see yourself? Like, can you see your future without them? Because if the answer is yes, then they're not the right one. But if you say no, I cannot see myself without them. If the answer is no, I can't, then that's the right one. Because the right one, you want a future with them. You want to grow old together. You want to build together. You want to build together. You're tired of doing this by yourself, but you don't want just anybody. You want them. When they're the right one, life makes no sense without them. I want to be with you. And you know what? You know what? They want to be with you just as much as you want to be with them. Life makes no sense without you in their life. It's a mutual feeling. You making plans for the future together. Life makes no sense without them. Is that the way you feel? Because if that's the way you feel, then you just might have the right one. 5 signs that you found the right one. Number 1, you feel safe with them. Safe and secure. Number 2, you hate being away from them. Number 3, the relationship is healthy, fulfilling. Both parties are healed and whole, not just one side. You know how to treat one another, respect one another. Number 3, the relationship is healthy. The relationship is healthy. Number 4, they don't pull you away from God. Number 4, they don't pull you away from God. And number 5, life makes no sense. It no longer makes sense without them. You want them in your future. You love them and want them to be in your future. These are 5 signs they found the right one. Hey, make sure you follow and subscribe. Go on the YouTube channel. When the Right One Comes, YouTube channel with Greg Davis, Bishop Greg Davis. Subscribe to it. Like this video. And by all means, would you partner with me $23 a month? Partner with me $23 a month. Go to all the giving places and give. I'm going to leave this up. Thank you so much for joining me. Peace out.